Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I'm going to be showing you guys 10 pretty cool tricks that you can use here in Grand Theft Auto Online. So let's not waste any more time, and let's get it started. Alright, so the first trick I'm going to be showing you guys today is how you can get 2 Pegasus vehicles out at once. Now, big thanks to my friend Knifeguy for helping me out with some of these tricks. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description. You can check it out there. He's got some cool videos and whatnot, so thank you for him once again. So what this is going to require is you to get out the Pegasus vehicle that you want. Now, for this instance, we are going to be using the Insurgent pickup. So what you want to do is bring your Pegasus vehicle to your CEO office. Now, you need a friend for this as well. So what you want your friend to do is get inside of your Pegasus vehicle. Then what you need to do is go up into your office, go to your assistant, and then you need to order a Pegasus vehicle, and you need to order the same one. So because I use the Insurgent pickup, I'm going to be ordering the Insurgent pickup from the desk up here. And if you do that successfully, what you should notice is when you go outside, your friend should be in your Insurgent pickup, and then there was a new one that was delivered for me, which means we now have 2 Insurgent pickups, which is really cool. Now, this can be useful for many different reasons. Number one, let's say your friend doesn't have an Insurgent pickup or whatever Pegasus vehicle you want to use. This is a great way how you can basically get them one and while you still have one for free, but also you could use this for many different things. Obviously, if you wanted to do some crazy things that required multiple vehicles, this would be a perfect example of that right there. Now, Knifeguy did tell me that he got a notification on the screen that Pegasus was reclaiming the vehicle. However, he was able to get out of the car and get back in with no problem and was able to drive it for as long as he wanted to. So right now, this method is still working, and it's a great way in which you can duplicate Pegasus vehicles in order to have multiple of the same one out at the same time. So I thought that was a pretty cool and useful glitch, and I'm sure you guys will find many awesome uses for that. Moving on, I'm going to show you guys how you can get your special vehicles as your personal vehicles. Now, you might be asking yourself, well, why is this important? Well, the personal vehicle timer in order to call one in is a lot less than the special vehicle. So you'll be waiting a whole lot less longer to call in this vehicle. So what you want to do is order a rare special vehicle. I'm going to use the Rocket Voltic for this example right here. Then what you want to do is create a playlist with one race. So for this example, I use Criminal Records. It's the quickest one. So what you want to do is just build that playlist, create that race, and then finish it, and then go back into free mode. And when you go back into free mode, if you open up your interaction menu and try to order a rare special vehicle, you'll notice that you still have about 2 minutes and 30 seconds left, or however long it took you to finish that race. However, you can request your personal vehicle, and if you request your personal vehicle, you should notice that it'll be the special vehicle that you were using last. And in my case, that is the Rocket Voltic. So this is once again a great way in which you can call your personal vehicles in much quicker, and you can also set it so that it is the rare special vehicles as well. So I believe that this wears off after you leave the lobby or whether you switch sessions, but this is actually great for doing a whole bunch of stuff, whether it's challenges or fun things with your friends or crew members. So I thought that was pretty cool right there. All right, up next, I'm going to show you guys how you can actually get on top of your office furniture in your CEO office. So you might be thinking to yourself, well, what will this be useful for? Well, it's actually really cool, and you can kind of freak out your friends a little bit, or if you want to play a prank on them. So what you need to do is simply walk over to any of your office furniture equipment, so whether that's like the main table or your desk, and then what you want to do is pull up the interaction menu and change the office decor. Now, once you do this, you'll notice you'll be in like this screen where you can't really select anything other than the decor. What you then want to do is just press B or back, or go back to the original office interior you had while moving yourself forward onto the object. And if you do it correctly, you should actually be placed on top of the desk or on top of the furniture in there, which is actually kind of cool. This could be great for snapmatic shots, or like I mentioned, just trolling your friends or really doing whatever. But also, it is a cool way to kind of look down at the table itself and kind of get a different perspective of the office. So I thought this was really cool. Again, you could be really creative with this, take some epic snapmatics and whatnot, or just play a prank on all your crew members when they're invited to your office and you're the one that's standing on top of the table. All right, moving on, I'm going to be showing you guys a very interesting interior. So it's actually at the airport. Now for this is going to require a helicopter or a buzzard, and what you're going to want to do is fly to this platform right here. It's at Los Santos International Airport, and I'm not exactly sure what this building actually is, if it's like a reconnaissance tower or something like that. I have no clue, but you want to park it basically where I am right here, where the blades of the helicopter are almost touching the building. What What you're wanting to do from there is jump onto the blades of the helicopter and then roam over to the center part of the building. Then once you get on the center part of the building, you want to walk directly across. You want to aim your gun down at the building and kind of almost go towards the ledge until you fall through the building itself. And what you'll notice is if you do this correctly, there's this very weird interior on the inside here. It's like these blacked out chairs and seating areas. It's kind of similar to what was inside of the casino when we did that in a couple videos ago. It's so interesting. Like I said, I don't know if Rockstar had plans for this interior to be a big part of the game or maybe a purchasable property or something like that, but it's weird. Why would they take all the effort to kind of like build the outline of this airport place but then not actually finish it? I'm really not too sure why. Now, I don't really know if you can shoot out of this or not. I wasn't able to do any of the damage to my buzzard, so I don't know if you can shoot out, but regardless, you don't really have a great view on anything. It's just a pretty cool hiding spot that you can check out, and it's also a pretty unique interior as well. All right, up next, you guys might have noticed something suspicious that Rockstar changed when they made the current generation version of GTA 5 on the Xbox One, PS4, and PC. So what Rockstar have actually done is completely changed a statue on Vespucci Beach. So you guys know this statue that I'm looking at right now. It's like this giant kind of copper rusted over statue. It's really massive and big. Well, on the 360 and PS3 version of the game, this was completely different. So I wonder why Rockstar ended up making this change here. Was it some sort of copyright reason due to maybe the artist of that statue? Or was it the fact that there were console limitations on the 360 and the PS3, and thus when we got the new version of the game, Rockstar had, I guess, greater hardware in order to build something a little bit more, I guess, massive and big and, I guess, more impressive for the beach itself? I don't really know there, and I don't think an official explanation has been offered. We do know that Rockstar try and make Grand Theft Auto 5 as realistic to Los Angeles as possible, but nonetheless, this was a very interesting change, and it's something I really hadn't noticed either, and I'm curious to know how many of you guys noticed this change as well. And it also makes me wonder, what other things have Rockstar changed that we just haven't noticed? So I thought that one was pretty interesting. All right, moving on, I'm going to show you guys a really cool trick that you can use while driving. So if you press the B button or circle button, you guys know you'll kind of get this cinematic view while driving. Now, if you flick to the left or the right on the D-pad, you're going to get some really random views here, and it's really hard to drive like this. However, if you move the thumbstick up instead of left or right, what you'll get is this view that rotates to the left and the right of the car, kind of like you're riding alongside of it. And this is actually a really nice view for driving, and it's not erratic at all. So if you want to get some really cool shots, or we're just looking for another fun and interesting way to drive, instead of flicking left and right on the D-pad or on the thumbstick, flick up and down, and you'll get these really cool angles that will allow you to drive, but also give you that sweet cinematic look. All right, up next, I'm going to be showing you guys how you can have permanent waypoints at the ready. So let's say you found something interesting, or you found a really cool location where you like to hang out with your friends. Well, if you actually take a photo of that, so for example, I'm going to take a selfie of my character right now hanging out next to this like big orange glowing ball. Now, I wouldn't exactly know where this was if I didn't visit it every day. However, if my friends and I wanted to hang out here, take a photo of it, and then what you can do is get an instant waypoint as to where that is. So you can see what I'm doing right now. The photo app allows you to select a waypoint to wherever you've taken a photo. So you can use this to bookmark some of the most important locations in the game, some of the best spots, coolest hiding locations that maybe you or your friends might know about. So take advantage of this. It is so easy. I need to clear out some of my photos, and I didn't even know you could do this. But basically, you can use the in-game Snapmatic app as an instant waypoint for any location you want in the game. Moving on, this is something I was completely unaware about, but did you know that your starting position on the grid in a race is determined by how good your connection is with the host? So essentially, if you have a lower ping, you're going to be further up the grid. And this is actually kind of important because your starting position on the grid can actually determine, how well you can do in a race. Because if you get caught up in the back, or you get caught up in like a log jam where people are crashing into each other, that might be it there, especially on point-to-point races. So it's probably just an order of who can connect the fastest. So if you got lower ping, you're going to get a faster connection, which means you're going to get the first spots assigned. So some people might say that this gives individuals an unfair advantage, but to me, I'm really not too sure because I don't know what other way Rockstar could determine the position unless they wanted to do it like like a random lottery or something like that. But it is interesting to know. So if you have good connection, you're probably going to do well in races. All right, up next, this is something that was posted on Reddit the other day, and it seems as if the police officers in Grand Theft Auto Online are getting their voices a little bit mixed up, where the male officers are talking with the female voices. If you don't believe me, I'll let you guys take a listen to this right now. It's really funny.
What the? Pay attention, Missy. Jesus. Huh? Scum! Fuck it.
So I'm sure that this is just a glitch, but I'm not entirely sure what causes this or why exactly that's the case. But nonetheless, I thought that that was extremely weird. If you guys have had any other instances of that happening, be sure to let me know in the comment section down below, because I've seen the police do some pretty weird things, but I never seen them change voices like that. So that's definitely the most interesting thing I've seen so far. All right, and finally, last but not least, I tried these two glitches that ended up really not working all that well. The first one was like a Barracks Launch glitch. So apparently, if you park the barracks in front of this building right here, and you stand kind of within like the crack where like the back meets the front of the truck, you're apparently supposed to launch up, but the only thing that happened to me was getting shot to the side. So I would kind of consider this like a semi-failure. Maybe you guys can get this to work a little bit better. And also, I was trying to do a trick where you could get stuck on a dumpster in the road. Like if someone knocked a dumpster out of the way and you were leaning up against it, your character would like be frozen in time there. So I tried that, but I think Rockstar might have ended up patching that. So unfortunately, it wasn't successful, but you guys can try and do this if you want as well. But anyways, that's all the information that I've got for you guys in this video today. 10 pretty cool tips and tricks that you can use here in Grand Theft Auto Online. If you guys did go and enjoy this video though, a like rating would of course be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.